So everyone, this is Mr. Wilson 1, and today I'm not going to play a game for you. Today I'm actually going to do a video, including myself, talking about WWE 2K17. It is coming out probably in November, so it's close to Christmas, so all the parents have to go out and buy it. And it's going to probably feature a lot of matches being taken away that we enjoy and new wrestlers that we have to buy, things like that WWE likes to, including their newer games, less stuff in creation mode, things like that. So let's talk about some things that I want to see back in the game. And I say back in the game because none of the stuff I'm going to talk about is new. This is all stuff WWE has done before. So, first one, virtual currency. What Culture talked about this, and I agree. A virtual currency would be great for WWE's games to have. They had one way back in WWF No Mercy for the Nintendo 64. Yet, they don't have one today. They also have one way back on SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, which actually is not nearly as far back. So, why can't they have one today? The answer is simple. The Xbox Store makes you have to use your real money. WWE are money grubbers. They don't care about the fans nearly as much as they care about the money, and they don't have the sense to realize that without the fans, they don't have the money. In the past few years, okay, let me put it this way. I bought literally every WWF/WWE game that there was for Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 2. Not PlayStation 1 because I never had one. So, I bought all of them, even going back to SmackDown 1 and 2. So yeah, I did actually buy some PlayStation 1 games. They just were played on PlayStation 2. And loved them. Until we got to, I think it was WWE 12. I'm thinking 12 was the one that really turned me off. It could have been 13. I lost track. But one of them really turned me off. And it was the one that falsely advertised on television that Daniel Bryan and Nexus and all them would be in the new game. And then those of us with the older consoles got the new game and found out very quickly, no, they weren't. We found out that, they were going to be released at a later date and only be available on the newer consoles. So that just really made me not want to have WWE's games anymore. Because not only did I have to have a different console, I now had to buy these characters who were advertised to be already in the game. There was nothing in WWE's advertisement that said we had to buy these characters. So, completely false advertisement, wasn't really in the game. I did a whole blog on it years ago. I don't think it's still up anymore though. But anyways, yes, a virtual currency would be great. And that rolls into another thing that I want to see, which is a meaningful storyline. There hasn't been a meaningful story mode in the past few games. I also haven't bought several games for WWE, and that's the reason. The story mode means nothing. You have to buy the new characters. People literally said that if you had WWE 2K14, there was no point in buying 2K15 because the story mode is useless. You go through it. It's an okay story. It's kind of boring most of the time. They actually make you have a certain person win, which is really annoying to me. And used to be you went through the story mode to unlock things. But since the new Xbox Store and PlayStation Store is all out now, that's useless. You don't go through the story mode to unlock things. It's just a story mode. It's just there. No real point to it. So bring back a point being there for the story mode and make that point be to get that virtual currency so that you can unlock these new wrestlers. And if you want to, make it like 2008 where you had to get to a certain point in the story to unlock the new wrestlers before you could even spend your money on them. And here's the other thing. I know there's going to be some people who are going to go, well, I like the new thing where you can just buy them and I don't have to go through the story mode. Make it to where you can do that. WWE should do like Black Ops does. They make it to where you can buy the currency. You don't have to go through and unlock everything. You can buy it. But if you're going to do that, make it to where you can still unlock everything through the story mode, not to where you have to buy the money to unlock everything. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't like about Black Ops that came out recently. I'm not going to talk about it because everyone else has anyways. But basically make it to where you unlock things in the story mode like you used to. Like Here Comes the Pain had a great story mode and you got money through it. Virtual currency, not real money. And with that, you unlocked the stuff. Great deal. Nowadays, you have to buy everything. And that's the main reason why I didn't play WWE. I think it was 13, 14, and 15. I think I rented one of them. I have never, until the Xbox One came out, rented a WWE game. I've always bought them. And the one that I rented, I think it was 14 actually. I rented it, didn't like it very much, and didn't buy it. So your new currency where you're making everybody go buy these new superstars and stuff, that's not making people want to play your games, obviously, because I'm one of those people. So yeah, you're getting the money, but you've got less fans. So again, not a very good thing. And another thing, I've got to kind of wrap up the video because I'm not allowed to have that long of a video yet. So another thing, more stuff in creation mode. The creation mode has gotten way less stuff. There's no longer create a move. There's no longer put your own music into the person's entrance. There's a lot less stuff. Less clothing. Certain clothing you can only wear during an entrance. Like you can't, in 2K16, you can't wear a hat in the ring, but you can wear a horn in the ring. That was really stupid. And there's just a lot of stuff in creation mode that's been taken away that I'd like to see come back. And then match types. The one that I rented had way less match types. That was another reason why I didn't keep it. And 2K16 did much better on that, but there are still a lot of match types from the older days that I'd like to see come back, like 3 Stages of Hell, for instance. That was a great way to have back and forth action, and it's just been taken away. But yeah, basically a lot of things that have just been taken away, bring them back. And what I would really love to see is a lot of the older superstars. And one superstar who I haven't seen in a game really in probably over a decade, Owen Hart. I think that Owen Hart needs to be in a game. We've had Jim Neidhart, we've had Bret Hart, we've had basically all the Harts be in the game except for Owen. And I would like to see that. I would like to be able to make certain storylines with Owen being in the game. You know, there's some potential for some great matches there that we can't do, unless of course you create him like I have. But I would like to see WWE actually make him to where we could have the entire Hart family on the game. And of course, I'd like to see a lot of older superstars who I enjoyed playing with, but we're not going to get into that because that would take WWE way too much money and time, and just it'd be a humongous game if they put in all the superstars that ever wrestled, because that's what I'd really love to see. But that will never happen. Actually, I'm not even going to say it unless I don't think that'll ever happen. I will be amazed if it does. And on that day, I will definitely buy the video game. But that's pretty much what I want to see in 2K17. Bring back some of the older stuff, make it better, make the story mode actually worth playing. And that being said, I'm going to get back to watching WWE Raw, because since Shane came back, I'm actually watching it again. So, later.